Miss Nicole from the Tremont Library, and we are doing Make It Mondays, but our Make It Mondays are all about STEM. What is STEM? STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Okay, so this is the Make It Monday for September. We're doing rockets and parachutes. And we're going to showcase one scientist today because he was the one that kind of helped us learn about motion. And that's what rockets and parachutes do. One goes down, one goes up. All right, this is Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was born 1642 and died 1727. So he died when he was 82 years old. He lived 293 years ago, and we're still learning about him today. But after he got done with college, there was an illness called the plague that went through. So he had to leave the city and be quarantined at his home farm. So he went through what we're going through. Crazy, right? Okay, but why we're learning about him is he came up with the 3 laws of motion. The first law is anybody at rest will remain at rest, and a body in motion will remain in motion unless it is acted upon by an external force. Here's a video about that. Okay, Newton's Law 1 states that a body that is at rest stays at rest. It's actually called an inert object. So this is my inert object, like you guys in the morning. You're asleep, right? You don't want to wake up. You don't want to get out of bed until an external force comes up, wake up, and gets you out of bed. Law of motion 1. Law 2. Law 2 states that the force acting on an object is equal to the mass of an object times its acceleration. So, Law 2 is a formula. So, F equals M times A. So, F is force. Mass is what M stands for. Acceleration. Okay, and here's a video demonstrating that formula. Law of motion 2. Force, F, equals M, mass, times acceleration. So, for example, I have a little car, I have a mail truck, and then I have a dump truck full of marbles. If I push them the same, do you think they'd go the same distance? Or the heavier one would go slower and the lighter one would go faster? Let's see what happens. All right, law of motion 2. Law 3. For every action, there is a reaction, an opposite reaction. That one's pretty self-explanatory, so here's a video for that one. Law of motion 3 is for every action, there is a reaction. Action, reaction. Action, reaction. I hope you guys like those videos stating the laws of motion that Isaac Newton taught us, and we are going to do our Make It Monday. So in your kit, you have your instructions. You have an experiment sheet. Okay, you have 4 rockets, and then you have 2 rectangle sheets. You have 12 pieces of string. You have 2 straws. You have a paper ruler, 3 cups with the holes already punched in them, and then 3 circles with 1 fabric, 1 filter, and 1 plastic circle. And they're all punched, so they're ready to go for you to tie a hole in them. Okay, first let's do our rockets. with your rockets, you can go ahead and color them. Fun colors, whatever you think your rocket should be. Next, you're going to take your rectangle and a pencil. And you want to put your pencil about wherever your eraser is midway through, and you're going to curl that right over your pencil. And since you already have it on there, you want to go ahead and bend the top over, like so. Then with a piece of tape, you're going to tape that down. So that way it does not let any air out whatsoever, okay? Then you're gonna take that and you're gonna tape it, the opening of where your pencil was in, to the bottom of your rocket. So when I hold it this way, you can't tell it's taped on, right? Then you wanna tape it on, just like so, and then you're going to sandwich the two together, and then you're gonna glue, which I have tape, so we're gonna tape ours. You're gonna just tape around, or tape your rockets together. Or if you have a stapler, you can definitely staple your rockets together. But if you're stapling, do not staple around the bottom. You don't want to lose your rocket part where your straw has to go in. One more. Okay, now I have 2 rockets. And then you have 2 different straws. But let's see if I can get the rocket work with the skinny one. Ready? Oh, it flew! Not very high. Let's try this one. Whoa, that one went farther. Way cool. Okay, there's your rockets. And now your parachutes, which we're gonna make. I'll demonstrate how to do 1 parachute, and then you repeat it 3 more times. Okay, lay out one of your circles, and then you're going to want to take one of your cups, put it down, and then line up your holes as much as you can whenever you have it turned upside down. Take your first string, and this is how we're gonna tie a knot. You're gonna put it through. So you have like a 2-inch tail, you don't want it any longer. And then you're going to wrap it around your finger. And then you're gonna push it back through. Okay, I'm gonna take my cup off. Okay, so this is the knot. And then you're gonna wanna just slide it smaller and then tighten it. Okay, then use your ruler to check to make sure you still have at least 12 to 10 inches long. Whatever you tie your first one out, you want to repeat that 3 more times, if that makes sense. So if yours isn't exact to the specifications that I wrote on your sheet, just make sure that every string you tie from your parachute to your cup is the same length. It's very important. Okay, so there's 1 string down. I'm gonna go ahead and tie all the strings on my parachute, and then I'll start tying them to my cup. Okay, all of them are tied. Now to tie it to my cup. Tying the knot for your cup is just a regular knot like you tie your shoe. Over, under, pull. Then repeat the step to make sure it's good and tight. All right, and there's my parachute. So how a parachute works is it goes with the drag or air resistance and the force of gravity. So gravity is what's making everything come down, right? And if it's heavier, then it comes down faster. But if you create drag or air resistance, it can slow it down. And that's what a parachute does. Fun, right? So that's how your parachutes work. Use your worksheet to go through, and so it says coffee filter, plastic, fabric, and it asks you to count how many seconds it takes from where you drop it. So make sure you drop it at the same place every time, and then count how many it takes for it to fall. And I bet you each one is different. So coffee filter, plastic, fabric, and then you can use different things like a paper clip or rocks to see how the coffee filter timing will change. All right, I hope you guys have fun with this Make It Monday. Bye, friends. If you had fun with what we did today for Make It Monday, here is a few of the books that we have in our library that might extend from what we did. This one is Brain Lab for kids, and this one for those Minecraft kids. There is a STEM Lab Minecraft for kids. Enjoy.